Hey DIYers, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Allie from Whimsy Box.
Welcome to DIY 5, where we count down 5 of our favorite DIY projects from the week, tell you what's been going on around the Whimsy Box office, and share other silly stuff. And it's something good this week.
Awesome.
Okay, let's do the first project.
Okay, check out this DIY embroidered lampshade from Miss Amy Phipps. She found this fun lamp and lampshade at the flea market, or as they say in the UK, the boot fair.
The trunk of your car.
Yeah. So the lampshade was plain and boring, but she used some bright colored yarn and just like freestyle embroidered the shade, and now it's funky and fresh.
Oh,
So, yeah,
cool.
It was cool.
Another home DIY. The Sweet Escape dressed up this vintage chair with wrapping paper from Rifle Paper Company, which is, everything they make is awesome, right? And they have tallies now.
Oh.
Which is super cool.
Perfect.
With the help of course, some trusty Mod Podge.
Yes.
So she actually did a set of 4 chairs, and makes me crazy jealous. They got all of them for free. Look how cool those chairs are.
Yeah.
They are going in a new workshop space in Ottawa in the shop Hello Yellow.
Oh.
So if you're in the area, you should check it out. They're going to have classes.
That's cool. Well, I'm loving this wire crown from the blog Make and Tell. So with some wire, some basic jewelry wire, and some jewelry pliers.
A wire crown made of wire?
I know, crazy, right? But she created this adorable crown of hearts. So you could do it for like a birthday party or a costume party or just to play dress up.
Just for fun.
Simply marvelous.
These cute gift wrap toppers come from the blog Ta-da! And prove that you do not need tons of fancy materials to put a cool creative touch on your gift wrap or really anything around your house. These are actually just made from old brown paper bags, which is smart, and rubber bands, which are snipped in half and tied in little knots to attach them to the gift. So start with a cool shape like a teardrop, fill it in with a pattern, just doodle away, and then pop it on top of the gift. Instant statement, way cooler than, standard ribbon.
Yes, I agree. Well, this shuttlecock garland from Daria at the blog Kittenhood is so much fun. She took a strand of lights and covered each bulb with the badminton shuttlecock. So it's a playful garland. It'd be great for any backyard gathering this summer, and it's time to break out the lawn games.
Did you play badminton in like high school gym?
Yes. So I think it's funny that, gym class is supposed to teach you life skills. And I love that life skills are
I thought it was supposed to torture you for 50 minutes and mess up your hair.
You get all sweaty.
Yeah.
No, it was like bowling, badminton, shuffleboard, and I'm like, when have I played that since?
Yeah, not really ever. Although I would actually like to play badminton. When I was in high school, it was just like gym. You didn't have like a choice. But then by the time my sister, who's 2 years behind me in school, got there, they had like some gym choices. So she got to take like weightlifting or personal training or something like that. So she learned how to use all the equipment in the gym properly and keep track of her own goals, and it was more self-directed, not shuttling everyone into
that's a life skill.
Now you have to go do this thing. Yeah. So and it makes fitness more appealing. Teaches people how to do that stuff.
So that's the hardest part, is knowing what to do when you get in the gym.
Jealous. I know what to do. Go hang out in the sauna. Okay, as always, you can find the links to each of these projects in the show notes below, and tons of other great DIY ideas on our site at whimsybox.com. Plus, lots of fun and festive ideas for your 4th of July party are happening right now, so go poke around.
Yeah, there's tons out there. Well, this week's featured influencer is Ursula from the blog Homemade by Carmona. This talented lady is not afraid to get down and dirty in the process of upgrading her home and creating a beautiful space for her family. So one project at a time, Ursula uses 2 very important tools: elbow grease and a fearless DIY attitude. You'll find tons of inspiration from home decor to organization. She's super organized. And some great ideas for outdoor spaces as well. So Ursula emphasizes that it's the process of creating that builds character, teaches values, and ultimately makes a home. So thanks, Ursula.
Oh, I love that sentiment.
Yeah.
When you say outdoor, I can hear your mane.
Yeah, it's more, I don't know, my mom's Canadian, but she doesn't do the out thing, but I do.
I don't hear it all the time, but once in a while it just jumps out.
Somewhere.
Okay, well, it's already time to do the June Whimsy Box reveal. Most of the boxes have been delivered by the time this airs, so it's actually Wednesday when we're shooting this. By the time this comes up on Saturday, almost all of them should be out unless you are in Canada or like an APO
Right.
or potentially Hawaii.
Guam.
So if you are, mute us now and close your eyes because we're about to show it. Yeah, Guam.
What do we got?
Okay, so let's dive in.
All right.
So we have been talking about pineapples on here and on the site a lot lately. So it's no surprise that in addition to this pretty yellow paper, we have a bright pineapple art. This is by Melinda Wood. Her work is simple, modern, and minimal. She's from Orange County, California, which you can kind of tell by the tropical nature of this. And she designs tribal and southwestern jewelry as well as downloadable prints.
Cool.
Cute, right?
Perfect.
Okay, on to this month's project. Inside, we are making, oh, I should have grabbed the finished ones, but I'm sure Lisa can put photos up. Cool gold gilded picture frames. So we have two project ideas for this, one with like a lot more solid gold and then also a polka dot design. And so inside the box we have your favorite DIY cred badge for gold leaf.
Yes.
Hey, that one's on backwards.
I know, and I tried to fix it secretly while you were
Oh, it
talking.
actually sort of works that way too.
Yeah, either way. On one side it says achievement earned gold leaf, and on the other side you earn DIY cred. So each month we give a little badge or button for the new skill that you learned.
Yes.
It's fun.
The inventory card always tells you exactly what you'll find, and then you'll know if there's anything missing. And then there's a photo on the other side. This totally cracks me up.
It's good.
So we include gold leaf. Gold leaf is so delicate, it can be tricky to touch or show without flying away. But there's a few sheets of gold leaf in here, and they're inside this little piece of paper that says, "I believe in the golden rule. The man with the gold rules," which is a quote directly from Mr. T.
I pity the fool.
We were trying to find a good like gold quote to include on there, and this one was just the funniest. So we went with it. Hopefully
Yes.
everyone knows
I love
and
it.
remembers who Mr. T is. And then all the supplies. There's a wooden picture frame. Yeah. Some adhesive. Some varnish. Why are these all squishy? Some paintbrushes for applying both the glue and varnish, and then also for brushing away the gold leaf, as Elisa says in the instructions, like a craft geologist or something, like detail work. And then some gloves to keep the gold leaf from sticking to your fingertips.
Yes.
So this is a super fun project. Last month we did paper flowers. That was like a give yourself an afternoon or two
Yes.
to work on those. This one's a little bit more instant gratification, although there's still tons of cool designs you can do with gold leaf.
Yes.
And there's definitely going to be leftover gold leaf after you do the project from this box.
Yeah.
So you're going to go around gold leafing everything. I actually did my nails after
That's cool.
I did the project in the box because I
Yeah.
just wanted to like stick it on everything.
We've seen some cool, people who have done the frame and kind of went, okay, that was cool, and then started gold leafing everything
Yeah.
around the house.
Yeah, the Instagrams have been pouring in. So share what you make with us. Use hashtag WhimsyBox on Instagram or Twitter. And if you don't have this box yet but you want it, we have a very limited supply left this month of
Yes.
leftovers. So you can grab them in our shop.
That's right.
And make sure you don't miss next month by subscribing. Woo! Okay,
That's that.
that's it. Oh, and then I wanted to talk about Alt Summit for a second
Yes.
too. Let's see. Notes from Alt Summit in Salt Lake City in the summer. This was the first summer Alt Summit. It was really awesome. I loved meeting some of our influencers like Amy. Hey Amy from Delineate Your Dwelling, who said she always watches. I was like, how do you recognize me? And then I was like, oh yeah, we do a video of it. Dude.
So, can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes.
What is Alt Summit exactly? Like, what brings these people together?
So Alt Summit is really focused around design.
Okay.
And it's mostly blogging.
Mhm.
So many bloggers attend in order to meet some of the sponsor companies to find ways to collaborate with them.
That's cool.
Sponsors are companies like Bing, which is Microsoft, Honest Company, let's see, who else? This time Silhouette was a sponsor, Wayfair has sponsored in the past. Anyway, they go to meet companies like that.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of sessions on a lot of things around like monetizing your blog, how to work with sponsors, how to use Pinterest better,
Right.
how to grow your audience, how to get started. Oh, and then specific technical skills, how to make videos, how to improve your photography, things like that.
Cool.
But all with a very keen sense of like design and aesthetics. Everything is decorated beautifully, and so that's kind of what binds people together, because there will be like food bloggers, design bloggers, craft bloggers, people that aren't bloggers but have businesses in those areas.
So lots of creativity.
Yes, lots of creative people. So I actually hosted a roundtable each day talking about affiliate marketing, which is sort of one of those specific skills, not the prettiest, sexiest one, but actually really useful to help people decide if it was right for their business. And obviously it's relevant to us because of what we're doing with the influencer program. So if you want a copy of the handout that I made, we'll put a link to it in the show notes, and you're welcome to check it out. And the highlight of this Alt Summit, besides I guess all the companies and bloggers, it's always the speakers. This time, Martha Stewart was the keynote.
Ooh.
I underestimated the passion that women have for Martha Stewart.
Really?
Yes, people were lined up an hour in advance, which to me was a little crazy because like there were going to be enough seats, you know. It wasn't like, oh no, you're not going to get in. It's like, but yeah, people wanted to like sit right in the front. So super enthusiastic about Martha. And what did she talk about? She talked about her approach, which is about media before merchandise, which is kind of cool because obviously, you know, she's been known for her television shows, her books, her magazines, but also, you know, lines with Kmart and Macy's and Home Depot and you name it, right?
Right.
She's sort of got lots of stuff going on. I think she said she's written 85 books, if I remember correctly, but she didn't do any of them until she was older than 40.
Wow.
Isn't that kind of crazy to think
Still
about?
got some time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm not going to try to do 85. 86, number 86 is coming out soon, by the way. She was talking a lot about how interested she is in like what's going on in Asia and like the growing middle class in China and different work that they are doing there. So she's excited about that.
That's great.
She talked about how much she loved her grandkids and joked that she would totally quit her job just to spend time with them, which I thought was sweet. She talked a bit, since it's a design conference, about the importance of design and how when starting her business, she made it a point to pay like design people and business people equally because she thought it was really important, so that's pretty cool.
That's interesting, yeah.
And then if I can get one little jab in, I thought it was sort of hilarious that she said she considers herself middle class.
Maybe once upon a time.
No, I know her point was like that she grew up that way, so she gets it, but just no.
But she does, like, you know.
But she makes beautiful, affordable products.
Sure, for people, you know, who are middle class.
Yes, and I agree with that, but it does not make her middle class.
Yeah, because we've said it on, well, did we say it on DIY 5 before, how she strips her bed and, like, she never sleeps in the same sheets, like, two nights in a row.
Yeah. We
Martha.
goofed up the recording of that one, so that part never made it.
Well, that's a fun fact for you. But, so I don't think that screams middle class.
No.
Anyway, Martha's great. She has a really strong brand.
Yes, she does. It was very great. It was very enjoyable to hear her talk.
She has a lot of talented people working for her, though.
Yes, actually, that was a good point. There was a Q&A session towards the end, and some of the questions were like, oh, how do you do it all? Like, how do you, like, basically it was sort of the point of it. And she was like, you know, I'm Martha Stewart, but like Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia is a company that hundreds of people work for.
Right.
So
she's got help.
That's happening all the time. Yeah. Actually, I read a recap from a blogger who was at Alt who said, you know, it was really cool. I loved watching Martha talk. It was also cool that she retweeted me and liked my Instagram photo while she was on stage. Wink, wink.
Yeah, Martha's like over here with Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I know she does do some of that herself, but she obviously does not do it all herself. So a good lesson there.
Yes. She's like, I don't know, she's got this whole appearance of like having it all together,
Totally.
doing it all, but yeah,
she does
she's
a
got
lot,
help.
but she's got a team as well. A
Cool.
super talented team, obviously.
All right.
Okay, so silly stuff. Just a moment ago, we were talking about the World Cup, which I think we talked about last week, and the phenomenon of flopping.
Is that what they call it?
Is that what they call it? Did I just make that up? The thing where the guys like act like they're injured and roll around on the ground like they're in the worst pain of their life until the referee either gives a penalty or does the free kick
It's
thing.
part of the sport, right?
It's so much acting and it's so annoying, especially because you know these guys are like top tier, amazing athletes, and suddenly they like bump into someone and they're like,
and it's like,
So we thought we would explore a little DIY flopping. Want to give it a try?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Okay, let's do it.
That's it for this week's episode, and we will see you guys next week.
See you next week.